Texas's Republican Attorney General Ken Paxton appeared on Steve Bannon's show this week to talk about how disastrous it's going to be for the Republican Party in the state of Texas now that apparently just anybody is allowed to vote. And Paxton, before I get to his statement, let me go ahead and preface it with this. Paxton was told this week by a judge, you no longer have the authority to investigate voter fraud cases. We are giving that power, that does of course typically reside with the Attorney General, we're giving that power to local district attorneys now. So whenever a voter fraud case pops up, they're the ones that get to prosecute. And apparently, according to Paxton, this means that, oh no, now just anybody can vote. Which gives us a little insight into his intentions of using this power clearly for evil. But here is what Paxton said to Bannon. We're done in Texas if anybody can vote. By this November, if we don't get this changed, I think it's very likely we could lose 5 members of the Texas Supreme Court, we could lose my position, we could lose governor, all because people can vote? I mean, isn't that what voting's about? Getting rid of the people you don't want in office, replacing them with the people that you do want in office? Of course, we all know what Paxton is worried about here. He's not going to be able to, threaten people with charges. He's not going to be able to intimidate people by aggressively going after voter fraud, which is what he spent the last year doing. And he spent more than $2 million investigating voter fraud and has literally nothing to show for it. So it's not surprising that the judges would say, listen, you've been down this rabbit hole. You've spent millions of dollars of our taxpayers' money because Donald Trump wanted you to. You came up with nothing. We have to take this power away from you. They didn't say that voter fraud in Texas is no longer going to be prosecuted. They just said that you don't get to be the one to do it. But apparently that's not good enough for Paxton. And of course, what's happening here is he's giving up the game, right? He is letting people know how Republicans view voting. When more people vote, it's bad for Republicans. That's why they pass laws to make it to where more people cannot vote. And for the record, no, Ken Paxton is not the first Republican to mention this. In the run-up to the 2020 election, Donald Trump said it. Rand Paul said it. Plenty of other Republicans said this same thing, or at least a different version of it, meaning the same thing. Republicans are terrified of people having the right to vote. Republicans are terrified of more people showing up at the polls. And the reason for that, of course, is because they are hugely unpopular throughout the country. Their policies are not popular. The only way they continue to win is by gerrymandering, voter suppression, and of course changing voting laws to exclude as many people as possible, which of course falls under that banner of voter suppression, but we've seen new tricks in the past 12 months from them. Demographics in this country are in fact shifting. They're shifting heavily in places like Texas. So Paxton may be right. Maybe they do lose 5 Supreme Court seats. Maybe they lose the governorship. And if they do it, it's because they deserve it and because the voters in Texas were stronger than their voter suppression laws. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.